Sanibonani senamukela nonke emakhaya to the man king ethembeni ukhipha somnani namhlanje igama Lunga Shabalala ngahamba ngade ngiphethe ikhehla lana uJanez Vermeiren. Pintshamu njani mfethu?
That's awesome. Thank you for that great introduction. A Merry Christmas to you and a Merry Christmas to all of you guys. I'm Janez Vermeiren.
So what are you doing today?
The Man Cave's full of action. I hope it's not a case of Magis vol oortjies toe. It is Christmas lunch after all. We have got an action-packed episode for you. All the highlights of everything we did this season.
And to kick things off, we go all the way to Heartbreak, to Memezile High School, where we touched the lives of hundreds of learners, and in turn, they touched our hearts.
Dude, I didn't quite understand what you were saying. Was it all good?
Yeah, no.
Because I've been brushing up on my Zulu and stuff.
Oh, I'll even teach a new phrase.
Yeah.
Say, ngiziphuphuphu namhlanje.
Ngiziphuphuphu namhlanje. It just rolls off my tongue, the vernac. It's natural.
Yeah, it does.
We are road tripping on the Man Cave, destination Selby, which is just outside Nelspruit. Now, usually on the Man Cave, you'd expect us to be, driving the fanciest cars money can buy, interviewing the country's top celebrities. But today is all about giving back. So, Lila, there's so much excitement here today. What is happening exactly?
We have a corporate social investment event or project that we adopt. So for 2014, we adopted fixing the ablution facilities in this school and doing some other work.
In my 10 years in the TV industry, I was always taught the golden rule is never film toilets. It's awkward and it's kind of disgusting. But the fact of the matter is, if you don't have a toilet, what do you do?
Dude, hygiene is a basic human right. It's a necessity.
What was the state of the restrooms before you guys arrived?
Jeez, Janez, the toilets were appalling. The first time when I came through to the school and we saw the toilets, it was terrible. We partnered with our partners with Sabi Miracle Foundation, which is an organization that implements projects, and they've done an amazing job.
You know what, Zianda, this is actually a pretty modern structure, but what upgrades have you guys done here?
We did everything. We upgraded the entire facility. The structure was basically a shell that we obviously upgraded.
So Zianda, was this garden one of the first initiatives you guys introduced to Memezile?
Lunga, it was the first environmental project, yes, that we introduced. It forms part of the Eco Schools program, which is an environmental sustainability program that we rolled out in 10 schools in the Mpumalanga province, Memezile being one of them.
You know, if you talk to them, they actually grow quicker. But if you sing, they blossom. Watch. Ogu chaiva. Gagala ngimgaga. Gaba mgaga. Manje sengimgaga. Ogu chaiva.
It is actually something that is going to develop them, help them, give them back their dignity and prestige.
Something as simple as toilets is something we take for granted, but what impact did it have on the students prior to their improvement?
Learners would actually leave for break and never come back. And when you ask them, they will actually indicate that, well, they were going to relieve themselves at home. Since we have this renovated ablution block, they know that, well, they have got a very decent restroom where they'll go and actually solve their problems there.
Wow, I mean, this is terrible. The entire place is burnt down. Now, Zianda was telling me earlier that this used to be a feeding scheme for the children of the school. One of the ladies that works here came here yesterday to do some cooking. She left the gas on by mistake, came back the next morning, reignited everything, and almost killed herself in the process. But the result is that the entire kitchen has burnt down.
It's actually a miracle that she's alive, because as you walk in, the smell is overwhelming. It just smells of smoke. And you can actually tell that the flames started on this side because the damage is devastating to a point that the ceiling could possibly fall down any moment. Janez, this is not good at all.
Now, they've already committed to building a fence around the school to keep the crime out. I'm thinking we actually put our DIY gloves on, ask them for some help, and in the future rebuild this kitchen.
Yeah.
Today is not only about corporate social investment, refurbishment and sustainability, it's also about having simple fun. Behind us is an inflatable soccer pitch.
And if 2010 taught us anything, it's the fact that nothing brings Africans together quite like a game of soccer.
Should we choose our teams?
Game on, sir.
Game on.
Look, I love getting gifts. Who doesn't? But being able to give them, Nothing beats that feeling.
Brother, I couldn't agree with you more.
The last time Lunga and myself embarked on a road to Memezile High School just outside Sabi. Now sadly, the night before we arrived, the kitchen of the school burnt down. Now this kitchen serves as a feeding scheme to hundreds of pupils. Our mission today, in the middle of the festive season, is to go back to Memezile High School and start the process of rebuilding this kitchen. We hope to just make a small little difference. If we can do that, that will mean the world to me.
We all have a responsibility to contribute to the social upliftment of the community here in Mpumalanga.
And in particular, Memezile High School. I know that that kitchen that had burnt down fed 440 pupils. What's been happening in the interim?
Okay, in the interim, what the school has done is they have constructed a structure, a temporary structure, where they're actually feeding the kids from the structure, which is outside.
And today, we're going to start the big process of building a new kitchen.
Absolutely.
Now, I believe this is your temporary kitchen that you've been operating out of for the past 4 months.
Yes, this is actually what we have for now. But unfortunately, there are lots of challenges that we are experiencing. As you know that well, around Sabi, it's always raining, it's windy, stormy. Then, yeah, we have got serious challenges. Unfortunately, we need this.
It's quite clear that life is very tough around here, but Memezile must be a real beacon of light in the community.
You're right, quite right, because I believe everybody in the community actually expect this school to actually change the whole community.
2015 is the start of a new school year, and today we start the build of a new kitchen. Should we go take a look?
Let's go.
Zianda, a couple of months back when Lunga and I arrived here, the kitchen had just been burnt down. It was a complete mess. What is the plan moving forward?
Okay, what we're going to do, obviously, we're going to replace the ceilings, we're going to replace the walls and everything, and the tiling and all of that, so that obviously it's a fully functional classroom for learners.
Where are we actually going to build the new kitchen?
We're going to move it to another classroom, which is better equipped and situated for water and gas reticulation connections.
All hands on deck. I'll take all the light stuff. You guys can take all the heavy stuff. You're a volunteer here. You've also taken on the responsibility of fixing up Memezile High School. Why?
I think it's mainly due to the principles that Sabi Miracle Foundation prescribes to, and that is to uplift and empower our community. So what we'll have to do here is to break up the vinyl floor. We'll have to plaster the walls to get it flush with the existing ceiling, and then we'll have to tile, and then we can start actually furbishing the outfit here.
More there, brother?
Hey, Janez, stop talking. Get back to work.
Sorry, brother. I'm going back to work. What an incredible opportunity to give back.
That has to be top of the list of our favorite man cave moments.
Without a doubt. It's still a work in progress, however. When the new school year kicks off, every single one of those kids will have a warm meal every single day.
And you know what they say, right? A full tummy is an educated mind.
Indeed.
Our next ultimate man cave moment is one I won't forget for a very long time, simply because it was the realization of a boyhood dream.
Yep, that was to be a truck driver, not just any truck driver, a truck driver of the loudest and the meanest truck on the entire planet.
And I was fast, and you somehow forgot you owned a driver's license. Guys, you guessed it, the Dakar Rally experience.
Aren't you excited?
For what?
To be a trucker.
Why? It's boring.
All I'm saying is forget about Dakar and think Dakar.
I don't like these games.
On the Man Cave, we've driven all types of cars, motorbikes as well, but we've never, ever driven trucks before. Hey man, you know a lot more about trucks than we do, so what exactly do we have behind us?
Okay, starting on the left, we have our daily 4x4 range. That's our 5.5 ton version, the baby of our 4x4 off-road capability range. That's the kind of vehicle you'll be towing your boat with, going bush safaris out in the middle of Africa. That's the vehicle for you. You get a little bit more serious when you move to the left. That's our Eurocargo 4x4 range, our 15-ton.
That's the more of a I'm showing off type of track.
More showing off, definitely, but also has even more capability than our daily range.
And then the one right behind you?
That's our on-road baby. That's the luxury top of the range. That's our 480 horsepower unit. That's a serious machine for long-range transportation.
Okay, so you guys are winners, I know that, because you've won the Dakar Rally before.
We have.
Which truck do you use for that?
It's based on this version. This is our tracker range. The version we have specifically for the Dakar has been modified locally. The suspension, the engine's been chipped, the roll cages inside. That's just one hell of a weapon. The real vehicle is 900 horsepower, and in 2015 we have every intention of winning the Dakar again.
This tested by Dakar experience is a lot of adrenaline stuff. What can we experience?
You can experience our skid pan like a Top Gear style. The first person to get round the track in under 25 seconds gets a once-in-a-lifetime experience of riding in our 507 replica that we have here.
Okay, so the winner from there gets to go into the 507, correct, which is the Dakar replica.
Exactly. And trust me when I say 2 minutes in our replica is all you need.
Okay, I might be screaming. I'm not going to lie to you, tensions are running very high here. The competition is about to start.
This, boys and girls, is my favorite part of the Man Cave, challenges. I lost my last one, but it's fine. We've come back, we're stronger.
One lap each.
And we're going to do this one.
One lap each, best man wins. I'll go first. Whoa, 2603. Whoa, come on! Hello! 2603, did that just happen? Come on, baby! Please scream and shout for me a little bit there.
Is that the best time?
2603. I'm top of the log.
Okay, the pressure's on. It's real now. Let's do this. Let's do this. Take a second off. Take a second off, Lunga.
Plus 8, 20, what is it? Give me the time again. 2940 plus 8, that's the worst time of the day. And officially it's 4-2 to Lunga store. This is a beautiful shot of the leaderboard. Now in cycling they always have the girl standing next to the winner. Can you come in please? There we go. Okay. You guys can get a more frontal shot, there we go. And smile and wave to the cameras. And look whose name is at the top of the leaderboard. What can we expect from today's drive? Do we really need these like racing safety belts?
Yeah, you know, it's a proper Iveco Dakar practice, and you're going to have the experience of being in a Dakar truck and having just a small experience of it, but you're going to feel, when you watch them driving, they all bounce a little bit around and all that, but this can take much more than what a normal 4x4 pickup can take.
Should I be scared?
No shouting while we're going, huh?
What's wrong with you, Lionel?
You have to test your core because of how uncomfortable it is.
Calm down, Lionel. Hello, GoPro. I hope you didn't document any of that because that might be kind of embarrassing. I'm just saying.
Bye-bye, Lionel. I can't do this anymore. Thank you. Nope.
This is not for little boys.
I'm good.
For all those little boys out there in South Africa who want to become truck drivers, it's cool. It's cool. You're a real man if you're a truck driver. That's cool. Especially if you're a truck driver like this crazy man.
Never again. Never again. Ah, that was awesome, guy. Think about it. We've driven trucks, cars, motorbikes. But my personal highlight of 2014...
Let me guess. It was your Swiss adventure with Miss South Africa, Rolene Strauss.
You guessed it, old man. And to think, nowadays we call her Miss World.
And you let Miss World get away.
There's always next time.
No, there's never next time, brother. That ship has sailed a long time ago. But at least you have this as a sweet little memory to treasure forever. Let's take a look.
As the saying goes, to the winner go the spoils. So after a 10-hour flight, a 3-hour train ride, I find myself in the south of Switzerland, in a place called Bellinzona, the king of my own castle. But every king needs a queen. And there's no finer queen than Miss SA herself, Rolene Strauss. My lady?
Thank you very much, Lunga.
So listen, this is a man's show. It's about being a guy's guy. With the tiaras, bathing suits and sachets, can you actually keep up?
I literally was a tomboy when I was younger, so even though I dress like a girl, I can be a guy deep inside.
Tomboy or not, I like my challenges. I'm gonna win this one. Let's go.
We'll see.
All right, miss, I can keep up with the boys. I'm just as good as they are. I grew up with the brother. I thought I'd start off with something very simple. If I say to you, sup, I'm not saying hello. I mean stand-up paddling. Can you do it?
Of course, yes. Can you do it?
Can I do it?
And why are you wearing
Can
this shirt?
I do it? Listen, I'm Lunga. The topless guy is Janez. He's not here right now. But for him, I'm gonna do this. That's my Janez impersonation. Let's go. It's okay. Technically speaking, you won this one.
Yeah.
Technically. How was it though?
It was amazing. I can feel my abs. You?
I can feel my abs too.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty impressed. Considering your busy schedule, how do you do it?
That is actually very difficult. During my first 3-4 months of being Miss ESA, I barely exercised, which was very bad for me because, you know, it's all about feeling good and looking good, and it's like a cycle.
Do you almost feel as if there's more pressure on you for the mere fact that you have the title?
Well, I have an African body and I have a curvy body, and I'm proud of that because that makes me relatable to everyone out there. And you don't have to be skinny to be beautiful, you know? You can be feminine and curvy and strong.
Yeah. Miss SA, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. This was a start. There's more coming your way there. Are you ready?
Well, now you know what I'm capable of, so, and this was just a test, so.
I think she got lucky. A bit lucky. Okay, I'll admit it. Maybe stand-up paddling is not my strongest point, but Miss South Africa, how did you beat me?
Well, when it comes to adventure, people underestimate women, so that's probably my
Sorry,
my strong point.
No, really, guys? Really? Janez? Probably needs help putting on a shirt or something. What's up, Janez?
Hi, Janez.
Hi Lunga and hello lovely Rolene. I hope you guys are enjoying Switzerland, and I hope you being a gentleman, Lunga. I've arranged something quite spectacular for you. Now, I know you went stand-up paddle boarding. This is slightly more exciting. It involves heights. Now I know that Miss South Africa is quite a brave girl. Lunga, I'm a little worried about you, but do enjoy.
Simon says it's my turn to win. Let's go. So I hear that Janez spoke to you about a little something.
Yeah, bro. Okay, he told me to arrange something special, so we brought you all the way up here. Okay, and we're going to take you canyoning. Canyoning is going down through this beautiful little stream. We have some walls around us. We've got these waterfalls. Yeah. We maybe jump, we maybe slide, or we abseil with the ropes. Anybody can do it, but it depends. If you've got a fear for heights, it's going to be a challenge for you. Okay, here we go. We're ready to start. When we're in the canyon, take your time, be safe. When you're jumping, arms together, knees bent, no flying. Good?
Woo!
Let's go.
You look a bit nervous.
Right, I won't lie. I'm a bit nervous, especially since she won the first challenge. I had to redeem myself, for myself and for the show itself. You can't get beaten by Miss SA, come on. The sad part is that the water is pretty cold. Apparently, it's around 4 or 5 degrees. So, yeah.
So just a note to you all, he's wearing his hoodie and I'm not.
Listen, it's cold. It's freezing.
how are you feeling?
Not nervous at all. I think I was meant to do this.
It's okay to be nervous. If you're nervous, just yell, Lunga, help me! Okay guys, the final bit, the most serious bit today. Okay, we've got going down here, we've got a big jump, it's 12 meters.
Oh my.
Okay, when you jump in, you have to land straight.
Okay.
You land on your front of your back, it's gonna really hurt. Okay, let's do this! Good time. Let's go. This is probably the best thing you could ever do to yourself.
Oh wow.
For a matter of fact that, in terms, when it comes to fear and facing it, you have the split second where you doubt yourself, and then you just kind of jump. And this time, you literally jump.
It feels like everything I do, I'll do better now.
Yeah. We're a bit cold, but we feel so cool right now. It's the best thing ever. High five.
This year has been good to us, Janez.
I like the love. You said it, Junior, and to think that this time next week, it's going to be the new year already.
And nothing says Happy New Year quite like getting your butt kicked by AFC champ / GNC ambassador Driekus du Plessis. Right, Janez?
Right, indeed. And then next week, we check out some incredible investment watches, and I get to hang out with one of the most talented architects in the country, Mokena Makeka.
Sadly, guys, I've got some bad news. The show is nearly over, and so is Christmas, so you have a couple more hours to get some guilt-free eating to your system.
You're going to have a rocking new year. See you guys next year.
Yep, hey, because of nights and get car, man. It's been awesome, dude. Awesome.
Yeah, I know exactly what you said.
Yeah.
You too, brother. Cheers.